Hello, I'm Raghav and this is the Axor Apex. I've been using this for a year and here's my user review. When buying a helmet, the primary concern should be safety ratings, and the Axor Apex comes with three safety ratings. First is the ECE 22.06, second is the DOT, and the third is an ISI mark. But the only one you really need is an ECE 22.06 because it's being tested for both linear and rotational forces so that your head doesn't go through a concussion while you test the road. In conclusion, the only sticker that you should be concerned about is this ECE 22.06, and that's all the information that you need on the safety rating side of the helmet. Another aspect when it comes to safety is this interior liner of any helmet. Now, this liner, it was very comfortable when it was very snug. When I first bought the helmet, it was pressing against my cheeks, which should be the case. But as the time passed, despite cleaning it, despite taking care of it every now and then, it has lost its snugness, and now my head sits a little loose. The helmet will not move a lot while doing this, but if I do extreme shaking, the helmet moves without my face or my head moving that much, which makes it very unsafe, and that should not be the case, and that is why I am looking for an upgrade. So if you're someone who is considering this helmet, just keep in mind that you will have to replace this internal liner time to time. That's another expense for you. So the Apex, it weighs 1600 grams, and to give you a reference point, my laptop weighs the same. So just imagine putting a laptop on your head. It's that heavy. It Jokes aside, it's definitely on the heavier side. What is concerning though is how the weight management is done. See, most of the weight of this helmet seems to be around this area. So after a long day, if you cruise at 90 to 100 kmph, the back of your neck really starts to pain a lot, and then you realize, I did not realize early because I was not cruising at 90-100, but then when I started to do it, I realized there's a sharp pain. Not sharp pain, it's a more of a distributed pain, and it has to do with the buffeting. And not just that, this helmet also suffers from wind protection. This is not a quiet helmet at all. You really hear a lot of wind when you go on highway speeds, and it is really annoying. So if you're planning to buy this, the earplugs or some kind of insulation from the wind noise is a must. You cannot ride wearing this helmet on 80 to 90 kmph. It may have to do with my windscreen on the bike because that also creates a lot of buffeting, and I sit exactly where the buffeting is. But definitely, this is a loud helmet. This does not insulate you from the wind, and it is a heavy helmet. So that the combination makes it worse for your neck. So just keep this in mind. The third and least important aspect while buying a helmet is the features. They are not necessary, but they are good to have. These convenient features will make your riding easier. This helmet to begin with had a lot of features because I was upgrading from a very cheap helmet. First of all, the visor, the way to open the visor is on the side, on the left side here, which seemed very thoughtful at first because I thought you don't have to put your finger exactly in between your vision. You can do it on the side, but that comes with a caveat because when initially the visor was very stiff to open it. It would take a lot of force to open the visor or close it, and when you have it on the side, that means one hinge is being more affected than the other one, and it was very effective very soon. And because I actually happened to damage one of the pins here in this left side of the visor. Not a very intelligent design to execute. Maybe the center is the best one because it puts the pressure equally on both the ends. Apart from that, the visor itself got scratched really soon, despite I took care of it a lot. I used to make sure that I am covering the helmet with the covering pouch that they provide, but still it got scratched really fast. It even had a pin lock visor, by default, that also got scratched a lot, and I had to remove it, unfortunately, because it was giving me a very terrible experience while riding at night. Apart from that, this helmet also gets a sunglass, sun shield kind of thing, which you can operate from this button here. When you slide it back, it comes down. So this is effective. It does not get the sun too dim. It's okayish quality, and it is very cheap, and it's not scratched easily. But there is an optically incorrectness in this as well. So when you lower it and when you see through it, you can see a slight warp in the image ahead. And again, that is not super bad. It's not a deal breaker, but it is there. It's a small inconvenience to have. Apart from that, there are not much features. The Axor provides a lot of stickers with the helmet. One of the stickers is this, which shows in case of an accident, please do not remove the helmet, because people usually do not know about this. The first thing they'll do when they see a crashed rider is to try to remove the helmet from the neck. Don't do it. It's very dangerous. It can damage the neck even further. The helmet comes with spoiler at the rear, which you can remove if you don't like it. I thought it is fine because of this fluorescent color. It makes my visibility even more, it makes me more visible on the road, and that is always a plus point. Apart from that, the liner is comfortable. I already have mentioned the degrading of it over time, but it's not uncomfortable by any means. The helmet features 3 vents for your air passing. The first one is here on the chin, and the other 2 are up here. The feeling of these is very, I wouldn't call them very tactile, and they're very plush. Often when you're wearing gloves, you would not really know whether they are operating or not. Honestly, I do not really feel a difference whether they are open or closed, but because I don't think so this is creating a lot of wind barrier. So it's upon you whether you want to use them or not. But that's about the feature, I think, pretty much it. So should you get this helmet, should you not? Depends on your budget and the deal you get. I got this helmet for around 5,000 rupees, but I've seen it on the internet now for 3,200 rupees. No, not 3,200. I saw it for 4,200, I think. But I've seen it in offline stores for 3,200, which makes it an excellent deal. As I told earlier, the major thing that you have to check, the only thing that you need is at least an ECE 22.06, and if you get it for below 5,000, I think this is a good helmet to begin with. It's good for you. But if you are getting it for above 5,000, then I guess there are better options. Go for them. And I will also be switching to a better helmet now. So yeah, stay tuned for that.